So this is a picture of our lot and our dog Skipper, who was our mascot for the project, checking it out. You can see that they've just dug the hole. That's as far as we've come. At this point, I'd like you to just turn to the person sitting next to you, or if there's three of you together, talk together. And I want you to take just a few minutes and try to list as many different disciplines and or stakeholders that you can think of that should participate in the eco-charrette of this project. Okay? 3 minutes. Let's start with you two. What'd you come up with?
Plumber, electrician.
Plumber, electrician,
city and state engineers.
City and state. Okay. Anything else?
Architect.
Architect. Okay.
Are you up there? It's not in your room.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go stay in the park.
Okay, well, let's go to the group behind you and see what else they can add to that.
Okay. Go for it, John.
I don't know.
Oh, well, wait a minute. The developer and the owner,
Okay.
landscaper, HVAC, or whatever.
Okay.
I think that's enough, right?
Okay.
Insulation should be,
The insulation company.
well, yeah, because that's the ours is insulated.
Okay, how about you two?
We can put in the suppliers and vendors.
Okay.
Maybe the lender.
Okay. Thank you for mentioning that. I think that's a brilliant idea.
And maybe a realtor.
And maybe the realtor. Okay.
Always recommend that.
She's going for brownie.
No matter what they're doing.
And so, how about you two? What'd you come up with?
I know when I was building a project that our electrician didn't really know the intricacies of whole house sound systems
Okay.
and an intercom and whatever.
So maybe you want to bring in an expert on something like that. Okay. So sound design. And that whole field of kind of fits in with aesthetics and indoor environmental quality. The whole idea of acoustics is becoming more and more of an issue, especially as we're getting more back into density building. I mean, just look where we are here, that, you know, sound is going to travel a lot more. And so how do we mitigate that? Okay, what else?
Just soils analysis.
Good one. Okay. Okay, how about you guys in back?
Well, we've got the dirt guys.
The dirt guys.
The dirt guys. The ones that are pushing the
The dirt guys.
You know, the ones that are
Yeah.
working on the landscapers, the dirt guys, but
Yeah, the excavators.
the designers.
Good.
The designers working on the materials that
Uh-huh.
are going, the effectiveness of the
Good.
materials. The builder, of course.
Oh yeah, the builder.
The builder. We have the architect. You know, we gotta have the builder in there.
Yes, I think so.
You know, if it's just a single home, you know, the homeowner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're doing a custom, that's a given. Okay, how about you two?
I think most of what we said is up there, but I don't know. I don't see architect yet.
It's over here. You just can't read my handwriting, but that's good.
Okay. That'd be a realtor's job. We had energy specialists.
Good.
I know we were talking in particular about, I guess, where you can say the orientation of the house. I don't know if that would be under the excavator, but maybe a site planner to help determine where, like, the sunlight or solar. Or
And the answer to that question is yes, all. Because all those people, and you'll learn a little bit later why even your energy people have something to say about that. So good one. That's good.
I don't know if there's water and septic.
Okay, good.
And then I think that's
Okay, good job.
any money investors, any
Okay.
money holders, shareholders. And I think we're
And Comcast.
And who?
Comcast.
And Comcast.
I'm kidding!
That's a good one. Okay, how about you two? Anything else?
Maybe there was a drainage problem here, so because of the dog and the straw bale here, so possibly a drainage expert.
Okay.
Are you on water?
Yeah, we are right on the sound, yeah.
Maybe just
So that
after
would be maybe
a
landscaping that would do mitigation
Uh-huh.
for,
So people that, yes, exactly. And
you know,
actually,
drainage
we,
going
you know,
down
and
the
when
road.
you're on the sound, you have shoreline development, you have where we are, there are the native populations have something to say often. We sometimes have to get fish and game involved. There's eagle habitat where we live. There's a whole bunch of people who would be, you know, in those special conditions. Yeah. Anything else you can think of?
Composting area for the debris from the dog.
So,
It's recycled.
The dog is part of the family.
he is a recycled dog. He's energy efficient, and we do pick up his, you know what. I'm glad actually that you mentioned the compost thing, because if you see this right here, can you see that black and orange thing? That's called the compost sleeve. We are in a very sensitive marine environment. It's a sloping lot that goes right down to Port Susan, and so we needed to be very sensitive. We'll talk some about construction debris and part of the problem with construction. And so this was, in fact, not so much a drainage problem as it was to try to mitigate any untoward runoff into the sound, because that creates all kinds of havoc. And the compost sleeve is actually something that Cedar Grove Compost put in there for us. And it is, they usually use this particular style in large development like this one here. We go around the perimeter of the whole development. The idea is that that sleeve biodegrades, and then what you have left is large-sized compost, which just gets mixed in with the soil. So instead of the silt fences that end up, you know, in our drain systems and flying around in trees and things like that, this is actually serves another function, and they don't have to worry about installing and then taking it back out again. And then, of course, the hay bales are doing the same thing. We're just trying to keep excess runoff from getting into the bay. Hey, you guys did good. You don't need to take a class.